Hi there, welcome to Our Gamified World. I'm Adam Brown.
And I'm Danielle Teichner.
Today we are talking about Pact, a gamified way to help people get fit by going to the gym and so on. Danielle, I remember hearing an amazing statistic once. I don't remember the exact percentage, but people who get gym memberships and pay sometimes an extraordinary amount of money for it often don't go beyond the one time. Something like even 50%. It was something like that. The industry runs on people not not showing up. What is Pact? I haven't used it or heard of it, but it sounds really good.
So Pact is an app that it forces you to go to the gym or do a physical activity because it can actually map, it can connect with other fitness apps to pull that data and information. So it forces you to go to the gym you almost like make a gamble. So you make a pact that you'll go to the gym and you'll say, if I go to the gym, I won't lose $50. But if I don't go to the gym, I'll lose $50. And so it links with your credit card and with your PayPal account, and it debits. And that money goes to a pool run by Pact. And if you do go to the gym, you'll earn about 50 cents or 20 cents. And it goes to your special accounts. And currently I've got $8 in my account, so I'm feeling pretty proud of myself.
In credit, not debit.
In credit.
So, yeah, good.
But there have been times where I've missed the gym. So the thing is, if you set it too low, if you set it to about $5, then you can say to yourself, I can lose $5 this week. But if you set it to like $100 or $50, then you'll be running to the gym at the end of the week, because it works on a weekly basis. So it works on, like currently mine's Sunday to Sunday, and I'm always running to the gym on a Sunday night.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's pretty fascinating, the fact that people can spend a huge amount of money, which in a sense you would think would be impetus enough, like the membership itself.
Yeah.
And a much smaller amount seems to be a little bit more engaging, like that's pushing you.
Yeah, isn't it, shouldn't it be enough that, I currently pay about $64 for my gym membership, and that's at a 24/7 gym, so I don't have any excuses really, and that's not enough to motivate me financially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. And so what do you think are the obvious potential benefits for people are there? Are there any kind of limitations? I mean, you said it forces you to go to the gym. In a sense, it does, but there's potential it might not work, I suppose. Right? What do you think are the pros and cons of this kind of app?
Well, some pros are you can be exempt from your weekly pact or pacts. Like you can have up to 7. If you have a medical emergency, if you have a car crash, something really valid, their support system's quite handy. So that's the benefits. Probably the disadvantages of the app are currently it's only links with only a couple of fitness apps. So I think it's like MyFitnessPal and then Sports Tracker, Runkeeper. It's very limited. So in later versions, it'll be mapped. Yeah.
Right. And so when you say you can be excused 7 times, is that per year or is that total?
Sorry, I wasn't really clear. So you can have up to 7 pacts per week. And just say that if you had some medical emergency, they can put your whole account on like a pause, which is really helpful. Or you can schedule like a break, just say if you're going away on a holiday, that's really good as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. And you've already mentioned a bunch of other apps that it can be connected to and all that kind of thing. And I suppose another thing that comes out of this is there are so many different apps that can be used specifically with this kind of thing in mind, with health and fitness and well-being in mind. But I'm thinking I use Habitica, and we'll come back and talk about that in another episode later on in more detail. But I essentially use it for, in part, fitness and that kind of thing. So how do these kinds of apps fit in? There's a pervasive kind of number. It's almost ubiquitous, the number of apps available now.
Well, I think the health and fitness market, that's always been massive. But when mobiles came into play, when apps came into play, it just blew up really. And it's funny how many statistics you can track with yourself. You can, there's heart rate monitors that you can track your GPS location, how far you've run, how far you've ridden. yeah, it's interesting. Does it actually work? Or are we, a lot of people will share their stats on social media, to feel really good about themselves, or, they take that gym selfie and be like, I'm committed to the gym.
Yeah, yeah.
But, will it continually motivate people for a long term? That's what I want to know. Because with the Pact app, I had it set to about $5 for maybe a year. So it was like 2 activities per week, $5. And without a doubt, every couple of weeks I would miss one and be like, it's $5. My money is going to the community of people who actually go to the gym. So that's okay. I don't feel so bad. It's not like it's going to this evil corporation or something like that.
Yeah.
But as soon as I put it up to $50, because I was said to myself, this is just silly. Like the app isn't working. And then I put it up to $50, and I was like, I don't want to lose $50. That's when it started to work. The stakes were higher. So interesting. You could probably put your stakes even higher as you go along, maybe. Yeah.
I think sometimes you have to do that. I think that's probably a great point to finish on, because I think we'll keep coming back to this in so many different gamified contexts. It's always the person who has to raise those stakes.
Yeah.
The app won't be able to cater to everyone's different personalized, behaviors. So you have to keep self-evaluating and seeing if it's working for you, and that's what you did. You upped the stakes because it can become normalized. It's just another part of your life, and there's no extra drive.
Exactly. We're always habituating to things. How is it going to become even more exciting? How are you going to continue that process? Because yes, it might be exciting for me to earn 50 cents one week for one activity, but over 6 months, is that still going to remain exciting? Those rewards, that reward system?
You just find 50 cents in the gutter and you're like,
I found 5 cents last night. My boyfriend said to me, he's like, why are you picking that up? It's not even worth bending down for that. I have no shame.
Yeah, well, that's a very good note to end on. Thanks for watching. Next week, we're going to have a look at Duolingo.
And feel free to subscribe, leave us a comment or a question.
Ciao.